Good morning. So happy to see everyone here this morning. And welcome to our beautiful Sunday morning, and we're all decorated for love. I'm Megan Gallagher with your Board of Trustees. Please read your community connections that arrive in your inbox every Thursday. The meetings, events, and reports are all there. They are also posted on the bulletin board in the hallway in the back. And so I won't go through them today, but there are two upcoming events of note. First of all, our next work party is March 8th, 8 to 12. Mark your calendars. They've been so wonderful and helpful. And the Spring Fling, yay. If you haven't noticed the brightly colored advertisement there in the front, take a look. It is April 12th. We have forms for you to use if you would like to donate a class, an event, a service, whatever it is. These forms are in the back. Please fill them out for anything that you would like to offer. And now for our lay leaders, Robert Tidwell and Laura Mulroy.
Good morning, everybody. We ring this bell 3 times. Once for those who have come before. Once for those here and now. And once for those who will come. And now please rise and sing along with our opening hymn, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. It'll be a video on the projector to sing along with, since we don't have Lily today.
And you'll notice in the video,
Oh, yes.
every time they say joyful, please feel free to express your joy
Yes,
by throwing
sorry.
out your hand.
Forgot.
Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
And now if Brianna Tidwell can come up and light our chalice, I'll read our chalice lighting words. We light this flame to remind us love is at the center. As we grow and connect, mature and deepen, love remains at the center. When the light of truth burns all else away, love remains. And now, Laura Mulroy.
At this time in the service, we receive your generous offerings, including donations to the Beta Center Food Bank in Pomona, and the cart for those donations is hidden behind the altar here on this side. Here at our congregation, we have a tradition of sharing our offerings with nonprofit organizations that support our values. And in February and March, we are supporting the Unitarian Universalist Justice Ministry of California, which works for justice and equity for all Californians. So thank you very much for your generosity. And while you're coming up, we're going to be playing a video from Ruthie Foster called Joy Comes Back.
Laura found that it was a great song. So anytime Robert is in the pulpit, things get weird. I'm sorry in advance, but you're not going to be staying where you're sitting. So we're going to have a couple different workshops around the campus of the church. We're going to have 2 up here, and we're going to have equity is going to be this first table here, and then generosity is going to be in the back. We're going to have the interdependence, I keep wanting to say interconnected. The interdependence table is going to be on the patio, and then transformation and justice are going to be in room 3, which is down in the RE building. Amy? Pluralism is going to be in the founder's room. I'm sorry, Amy. All the locations are in your order of service. If you have any questions, what the different sessions are going to be, justice is going to be making some protest signs. Equity is going to be having a discussion about equity as a value and how we live it as UUs and how we've seen it expressed. Transformation, I will be leading a art workshop about collage and making something beautiful out of like scraps. Pluralism with Amy is going to be in the founder's room discussing the rich different expressions of our lives that we've had. And then interdependence is going to be on the patio, like I said, with Alan, potting some little succulent plants that we're going to be using to decorate our fountain, which no longer operates as a fountain. So those are going to be adding to our patio. And then generosity is going to be here with Lynn in the back doing basically writing to somebody who in your life you've seen express the value of generosity. So it can be a personal person that you know who has expressed generosity towards you, or it can be even a political figure who you think is really embodying generosity that you can write to and say, hey, thank you for embodying this value that's important to us in light of some of the other politicians that are out around these days. Or it can even be to yourself if you think you've been generous and you just want to thank yourself for living your values. So there's stationery and pens at those stations. And kids are welcome at any of the stations, but if little kids are feeling restless, they can also go with Brianna to room 2, and they can make Valentine's Day cards for our Val House party, which will be on the patio after service. There's going to be cupcakes and games and Val House. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And now, each session, yes. Zoom folks will be part of the equity table first, and then for the first session, and then part of the generosity table for the second session. There are going to be 15-minute sessions, and there's going to be about 10 minutes between, so that we can transfer and move to different stations. Am I forgetting anything else? No, we're good. I'm sorry, everyone. We've been working really hard on this. So please make your way to the table that sounds the most interesting to you. And then we will start in about 5 minutes. So, and if you don't know where room 3 is, you can follow me, and I'm going to be headed there right now. Oh, can you get a hand mic from Jaryus?
Oh, okay, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can just sit here. The camera's pointed this way, so if you can just
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Can you hear me now?
There's a lot of plants back there.
No? Okay. So, can you hear me or each other? No.
Why don't you click on mute to speak? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
We need a technician.
We do, and it's not my computer.
The soup people are up there too. Maybe we should cut.
We're having.
You have room for us
right
here?
now? Yeah, sure.
We're just not, oh,
We don't have communication with.
Oh, we're gonna do this.
Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? No?
it's on.
Maybe you can send them a message, just that we have technical problems and we won't be able to. How are you?
We went to Noise Within last night, so we got in. We went to see Macbeth.
Something I can.
It was Macbeth.
Okay.
Oh, we have season tickets, so Ellen and Ray and Jaryus and.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah,
They should be able to unmute, so if they want to talk.
but they can't hear me.
Was it a good
That's,
production? Yeah, it was very noisy, lots of thunder and lightning. Yeah.
Yeah, and I tried,
It's just something.
I'm not muted. I've got the volume at 100.
350 seats.
So,
Oh, nice. Yeah. They're doing Jane Eyre next month.
and they should be able to hear me through the laptop,
Oh, that'd be.
but you're not even hearing me through the laptop, right, folks?
We have to go with us some better.
I hear you.
Oh, good, okay. Can anyone else hear me?
I've been hearing you, but we were all we were all muted. We couldn't unmute.
that's my fault, sorry.
Okay, so you can hear me now, and you can all hear Maureen? Can you
Yes.
hear each other now?
Yes?
Okay, excellent. All right. So, today we're discussing the value of equity and how we can live more equitable lives as Unitarian Universalists. The statement of value is we declare that every person is inherently worthy and has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion. And we're going to start, so I encourage you at home to grab a piece of paper. We're going to start by kind of just brainstorming by ourselves about three things. What should Unitarian Universalists know? What should Unitarian Universalists be? And what should Unitarian Universalists do? So that's, just make some notes about what you think you should know, what you think you should be, and what you think you should do as a UU. And we'll take 5 minutes just to ourselves to think about, you have to hear our pens, to think about that, and then we'll share, both those of us here and those of you online. We do have to think.
What should we know about equity?
Well, no, it can be more general. I mean, we're focusing on equity, but really, what do you think Unitarian Universalists should know?
About equity?
Whatever.
Oh, no, not
Really,
necessarily about equity.
Really, it's how do we live our lives? You know, how should we be in the world? Because we're going to later talk about our ministry in the world today as UUs. So kind of with an equity, it is. So kind of with an equity focus, just to keep a little bit of focus, but it can be really whatever moves you about being a UU. Okay, I see some of you still writing, but let's go ahead and start sharing ideas. You can keep writing as we talk. What I will do is pass the mic around to those of us sitting in the sanctuary so that all of you at home can hear, and then I will ask each of you on the screen to, in turn, the way I see you, to share if you'd like to. And of course, it's always possible to pass if you don't care to share.
Oh, no, we live in a world of diversity. We do all three.
Yeah.
Be open to change and generosity of spirit. Do be inclusive and proactive about serving all souls. We have a couple of churches that are called All Souls.
Yeah. And in the framework of this, if you have any thoughts about what our ministry in the world should be today as a denomination, like what are we called to, and what is the job we are supposed to be doing in the world?
Okay, so I just answered the question kind of based on equity, because I'm not that familiar with Unitarian Universalist.
Okay.
So I think in equity, I think it's important that to know that people who come from disadvantaged backgrounds need additional support and equal respect as compared to those who don't. I didn't have anything in B. And in what we should do, we should be willing to give resources to disadvantaged, support political causes that lift up the disadvantaged, and seek ways to lift up lovingly people who do not have equity.
And could you introduce yourself? I should have started with that. No, I didn't introduce myself either.
I'm Debbie, and this is my third week here, and I've never been a Unitarian Universalist.
You brought your daughter last week.
I did, yeah.
You might want to turn the camera a little bit to get like a wider shot of the whole table.
You good? Okay. Introduce yourself first, please.
Yeah, I'm Sean, and let's see, it could be a lot, but we need to know how to live with fairness and understanding for all, including equity.
Understanding what?
Understanding for all. In other words, I'm not necessarily saying that we need to integrate everybody's perspective on things, but it's important to hear what they are. And we should be open to life's experiences and along those same lines, so you can be more comfortable with your principles and know how to be lightly assertive in support of those principles.
Lightly.
Yeah. Now, by that, it could be voting, could be doing lobbying, the current political stuff, which is the kinds of things I'm interested in. Right now, I'm on a kind of assessing things mode, so I'm watching.
Good.
I'm Megan, and I am a lifelong UU. I grew up UU. So sometimes when we have to do these things, I go, oh, I never had to think about that. It became such a fabric of who I was that I didn't have to go through that. So two things that I thought about this a lot, but there's two things I want to really focus on. One is I think that we can be inspirational, and I think we need to be teachers for other folks and for our kids, our young people. I just think that's so important. I also think that we have a responsibility to be informed, to be engaged, to bear witness, to be proactive in social justice.
I'm Shirley. I'm a Methodist convert, I guess you would say, after I met Steve. I think what we need to know is how to perhaps be more inclusive without offense,
and welcoming, and be welcoming but friendly without judgment, and the do to be respectful of others' beliefs and values, even if they aren't exactly what we believe or want to believe or want them to believe.
Thank you all. And if you're at home and you would like to participate, please unmute yourself, and then I will call on everyone who is unmuted. And first up is Wasu.
Well, all I have to say is you have to be empathetic to everyone, whether you like them or not like them. Secondly, I would like myself and others to express themselves very clearly and very honestly. The honest expression is very important to me.
Okay, thank you. And next, it's a very small picture that says iPhone. I'm sorry, I can't see who.
Oh, that's probably me. I'm Robin.
Oh, hi, Robin. Yes.
Hi. No, I've been a UU for almost 30 years now. And to me, it is so much about action and social justice work. But I am often afraid that even if we don't see it or feel it in our everyday lives, we live in greater privilege than most of the world. But with our good intentions, we need to be careful when assisting people of different cultures and stations of life, that in our willingness to do good and be a change in the world, that we are not tone deaf to the cultures and the real needs of the people that we're trying to help. Sometimes I'm afraid that we come across too much like do-gooders in the wrong sense of the word.
Okay, thank you.
And I think we need to be compassionate to each other and other cultures and people of different walks of life. You know, it can be one thing to say that we love and embrace them, but it can be really difficult to actually do those things. And then for the being, it was to be active and out there and create positive change in our world through love and compassion wherever we happen to be in society.
All right, well, thank you. Maureen?
Hi, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I didn't necessarily focus on equity as a UU, but I tried to focus. What the thoughts that came to me were the following. It's hard for me to know when to just listen and when to act. So I focused on know that everyone has a story, and be a good listener. And being a good listener, you have to be patient. And well, that one was simple, just listen. And without extreme judgment, I guess. Then when you decide it's time to act, you have to know when it's time to act. Sometimes I find myself acting when I should just be listening. And for being, as far as acting, sometimes you need to be gentle. Sometimes you need to be more forceful. And well, that again is easy. Take action.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone else online wish to speak? If so, please unmute yourself and I'll call on you. No? Okay, I don't see anyone else unmuted.
That bottom right space is Ellen McNeil.
I know, but Ellen's muted.
Oh, she's muted.
So anyway, if anyone does want to speak, unmute. Otherwise, I will thank you all and also say hi to my dad. Joe Mann is my dad, so hi, Dad. And we're actually running out of time, but Maribel, if you would like to speak at all?
I don't think I organized my thoughts
Okay.
since I sat down
All
here,
right.
so I will pass on
Okay.
that.
All right.
Except I totally agree with everything that was said.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for sharing and those ideas. We are actually ready to move to our next activity. So thank you very much. And those of you folks online, we're going to switch, and the generosity table, Lynn Shabel will come here and join you and talk about generosity and encourage you to write some thank you letters. So she will be here momentarily. Thank you all.
Where do we have to move?
Wherever you want. You can stay and do generosity.
Thank you.
Stay. Lynn's coming, bringing another activity to this table.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to this table to do this all over again.
And I would also think that we could have someone on an empty Sunday for next month. Well, no, we're all scheduled. Okay, we are scheduled for now, but come sometime.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Good, because it can be used in different ways. So, all right, so I'm going to go switch tables.
Okay.
And Lynn's going to switch and come here.
All right, stay here and talk about generosity.
So,
Sounds good. This is different, isn't it? I said, this is different.
yeah,
Good.
it makes you think. So
I
did you
need a
sleep
cup of
well?
coffee, huh?
Did you sleep well?
No, I woke up with a headache, which is rare for me. And I think it might have been from the hearing aids.
Oh, maybe.
But I'm all right. Just sleepy. I'm going to go home and take
So overall, did you like the play?
Like is not the word. Impressed. How those people can learn their lines in
I know.
Shakespearean language.
Hi there. But, and then I'm gonna head home, a bit.
I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't have a full-time ministry.
Yeah, I'm too bad Maggie's not here.
Oh, she's only part-time
I
now.
know, but she could still,
I know. We're going to miss it.
I don't know, that's my take.
We're going to write thank you notes.
Oh, yeah, that's what we just did. Yeah. That's good. All right.
So,
But yeah, I'm gonna be around a while, but we'll get a ride.
yeah, I'll get it. Maribel. Look at all the cards.
Have fun. Okay.
You know, it's not my favorite play, but I think they did a wonderful job.
It was very different.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah. Shakespeare was a very,
okay, so I don't actually have to ever move. I can just stay in one spot, right?
well, you could stay with me.
It depends on if you want to be doing what this is doing, huh?
Well, this looks fun.
Yeah, I've already done two, and I helped Jimmy with his also, which was so sweet. Here's some pens.
Are you our leader?
I have taken possession. I've taken the assignment just to kind of explain. So if you feel that you want to write a note of thanks, gratitude, or if there's anything either to someone, it could be political, it could be personal, it could be spiritual, or just something that I'm trying to see how they put this gratitude and hope. Whatever is in your heart that is a positive thing that you want to give to either a particular person or into the world or a specific entity.
Can they hear you?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, but we
I
can't
didn't realize that I had it right here. If you have some stationery at home, but I think we're going to talk about this in just a few minutes. We're going to do it officially, where everyone's just kind of getting set up in their new stations here.
Are we
So glad
going
to see everybody.
actually mail these?
It's up to you. It's up to you. I have a couple that I'm probably going to mail to a couple of people that I'm sending a note to. Again, if it's something that you want to send out and share, or if it's something that you want to keep.
Have a cup of coffee? Yeah. Black? With cream in it? With cream, okay.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you.
You're not,
I should write a note to her.
you should, if you want to be seen, you should sit next to Ellen.
Cup of coffee?
Somebody ask me a question?
Dan's got hers.
No?
Our focus is on,
I think that we're going through the transition process right now, and then we'll start in a few minutes. How cute is this one? We have different kinds of stationery here. Let me see if I can put it up so you can see. That people can choose from, but, you know, if you have paper at home, or little cards, many of us get like a lot of cards in the mail.
you're not in our view.
Oh, I'm not.
Yes, between Ellen and the sign there.
Okay, there we go. Hi. Yeah, I'll stay
So
over
if
here.
you're here on this side, they can
Okay.
see you,
All
right
Let
here.
me come over here. Let me grab my sweater and my big crazy bag.
So this is a Zoom group too?
Yeah, it's a real group. Come join us. Okay, I think I'm going to be, I need to be on the camera side. I'm going to be on the camera side right here. Yes, I know where you would like. Let me take my tea back. Order of service. Okay. Sorry, and then you can sit anywhere. That's why they call this the transition period. We're figuring out where we're supposed to be here. Yeah, let me show them the sign. I'll show them that while I'm sitting here. So this is, I don't know if you can see it. Where's the camera? Is this the camera here?
You can see it, but you
It's right here.
Yeah, okay.
Put it close. Here, I'll hold it up.
So they can see what this.
Can you
Play
see
to the
it?
camera, play to,
Yeah.
okay,
Is that good?
yeah.
Of course, no, I can't see it. I don't know where it's. So, generosity, we cultivate a spirit of gratitude and hope. We covenant to freely and compassionately share our faith, presence, and resources.
This is like the new.
These are our new values. Our generosity connects us to one another in relationships of interdependence and mutuality.
Okay,
Okay?
Okay, thank you for
what are our actions?
There we go. So what we have here, like I said, we have a culmination of note cards or little papers. So anything that you have at home that you would normally want to send somebody a note or a card, this gives you the opportunity for this specific session on this particular date in going through with our values and such is if you feel that you would like to write a note to somebody who maybe has done something nice for you or something good for you, or you're feeling generous, or you have a note of compassion. And again, as Robert had explained earlier, it can be either a personal thing, it can be a political thing, gosh, it can even be a spiritual thing. Anything that you are feeling, that you feel grateful. And then it's just a good time right now maybe to find that feeling within us of some of the good that is out there, that has been done for us, that has been displayed to us, and that we're aware of. It's a good time to maybe just focus on that for a little while. Gratitude. Okay, gratitude. Okay, thank you. Okay. So with that, we have all of our little note cards and such that we can work on here.
Whoever supplied these are cute.
I know, and I
very
think Laura
nice.
brought quite a few of these cards that she had on hand also, yeah. And I had started one at the other table that I will finish here. And I probably will.
At the other table, you mean you were doing?
We switched tables because in order to be able to connect with our Zoom group,
I see.
The computer, the camera is set up here, so we just moved things from one table to the
I thought I
other.
was coming to the equity trade table.
Oh, and the equity one is over there, so you're more than welcome to go and join that if that's what your
I don't know what
preference
they're
is.
doing, but I do know what you're doing, so I've already started.
Well, we were talking about,
And there'll be another opportunity to change, so you'll be able to.
Really?
bring equity next, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of.
We've got you
workshop.
we have you
Yeah.
covered, yeah.
Oh, do we?
We have you covered, yeah. So what was I doing for a pen here? And although I know that you at home may or may not have paper right in front of you to work with, never discount the power of just a phone call to someone who you want to say hello to and send some love or being grateful for, just making any kind of a connection.
Or an email.
Huh?
You can send an email to, or a text.
Yeah. There
It's a little less
are a
personal.
lot of ways to be able to connect.
Yeah.
For sure. So this is what we're offering here at this table, is to be able to write notes, but, don't forget the power of your voice also, if you would like to do something like that. Everybody likes to get a message of niceness. Niceness is our term for the moment, yeah.
Yeah, I figured, I've been thinking about the neighborliness in terms of it's such an important value. Like even with the people who we find terrible disagreement with or who we fear, just to be neighborly if we can. It kind of keeps a little bit of life in our social environment that makes it better to live.
Connection.
Yeah, connection. And
Just
it
feel
can lead
connected,
to
yeah.
more. It can lead to openness and caring and stuff eventually. But if you just commit to at least neighborliness, even with every stranger you bump into in the store.
Yeah. What is that term? Be what you want to see in the world. Be what you want to be.
Be the change
Be
you
the
want to
change
see.
you want to see.
Gandhi said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's just right there, that's pretty powerful. So as you're saying, even with neighbors, to be able to do something neighborly, you're setting the example. Because we don't have enough of those good messages going on. So
Yeah.
messengering any way we can do it.
Any way that feels safe
Yeah,
and gentle.
exactly. Hi,
Yeah.
Debbie, welcome to us.
hello,
Hi.
how are you guys?
Good to see you. Yeah, there you go.
Have you met Ellen?
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you, yes.
Ellen. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Ellen, I'm Ellen.
Stays, there'll be 3 Ellens.
I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, and Ellen, here's our other.
I did meet you with
special
Ellen.
And then there's 3 Debbies.
Yeah, I know, and there's also Lynn's.
And
Yeah,
does
there
that-
are.
Two,
Yeah.
Lynn's, we have Lynn's and Lynn Maria.
And
Yeah,
Lynn
that's
Maria
three,
also,
too.
yeah.
And so the Rev stands for Reverend.
Yeah, I was I'm the minister emeritus.
Nice to know that.
What more or less drew me into this, probably a good 20 plus years ago. As a younger one, who drew me into this, not just by me being here listening to you.
Made it all worth it.
So I should thank you. I am grateful for you. Yeah.
What else we should?
And it's funny, the person I
she asked you some
the person I
questions.
chose to express my gratitude to is my former minister from Fresno.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is her name?
His name is Brian Jessup, and he's retired up in Oregon. Do you know Brian?
I don't know him.
He was about the same time as you, I would think, because I came in.
I know the name.
Yeah, he was in California.
What town in Oregon?
Fresno is where he was in California.
In California.
And now he's retired to Oregon.
I've been retired a long time,
Yeah,
but I still come here. It's a habit.
it's a habit.
Can't kick the habit.
Habits you can't break.
Yeah. No, he moved. Because I know a lot of ministers, when they retire, they
Writing
move
cards to
away
someone
from
where-
their congregations.
Well,
Because they're
feeling-
supposed to.
We didn't because my husband
grateful
lives
too.
in here,
Yeah.
owned a house.
Yeah, so you had to stay.
And we like it here.
Yeah, you liked it.
This
Of
is
course
where we
you did.
wanted to retire.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and so Brian and Edie moved up to do part-time. They went up to Eureka first. They were minister up there. He was a minister up there for a while.
Yeah.
And then he retired to work.
Did I hear you say Fresno?
Yeah.
I
used
grew up at Carruthers.
Where?
Carruthers.
Really? How
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Just out
No, I
long.
lived in Fresno. I worked at Fresno State for 11 years.
Were you a teacher there?
Yeah, I was a professor of anthropology at Fresno State.
Anthropology, that's
And
what I would
women's
have
studies.
been in if I hadn't gone into ministry.
Well, I was, yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, I could, and there's a lot of overlap, surprisingly.
Yeah. Oh, with religion and
I used to teach
archaeology.
anthropology of religion for many years.
Oh, wow. You
As a
have to
writing
visit.
intensive course, so it was great fun. I used to have my students go out to observe. They had to interview someone of a faith different from their own, and they had to then observe a ritual or observance or church service or whatever.
Oh, that's
So
That's
I had my
We
friends.
had a student here studying us once for anthropology, but we didn't get to see what he wrote. Not at all.
Yeah. Anyway, they often would go out saying, "Oh, I was really nervous when I drove up to the Jehovah's Witness," or whatever they did, but it's amazing how many of their papers that they wrote said, "It turns out they're not that different." It's like they were seeing the humanity in each other, which was my hope, so they could,
When I grew up in Stockton, but I was a UU. And our junior high curriculum, we spent a year visiting different faith-based congregations as a junior high group.
Amazing.
Very powerful. And all the places we went were so welcoming. And we went to the Sikh temple, we went to the Jewish synagogue, we went to the Greek Orthodox Church, we went to an evangelical group, a Mormon temple. I mean, just.
But you came back to us.
No, this was part of our UU junior high group.
Yeah.
But and it was such a powerful experience as a young person.
Yeah, I think it would be.
It just shapes so much of what you see, and you see things differently when you're not just so insulated, especially at that age where you get exposed to something.
Our youth group in Fresno, one of the projects we did with Brian was he helped organize work groups. There was for a series of several Saturdays where we had a Jewish youth group, a UU youth group, the Muslim youth group, and I think they had one other Christian church or something that they all, we had a little orchard that needed the fruit picked, or, they did whatever it was to take the oranges to the food bank, and that was their task one Saturday, and then they did something else. So
that's such a good idea.
Working together with other youth, having a task and doing that was really valuable.
Oh, that's wonderful.
They seem to have gotten a lot out of it. But I love that visit, just even visits like you did.
Oh,
With
yeah.
the group.
I love that idea of the groups working together.
Oh, that makes me cry. When I watch it on TV and they have any of the Hallmark things and the people come together and help somebody,
Yeah, I know.
I love that. It really gets to be hard.
Can you imagine how joyous and wonderful the world would be if that was like an everyday
Yes,
part of life, where people just work together?
It's a beautiful thing.
Lynn, do you want to see if anybody
Yeah, I
online
was going to
wants
say,
to talk?
can those of you who are
They
online
can,
hear us?
what Laura did was she had them unmute if they wanted to talk.
Okay.
And did it in turn.
I don't know if any of you are listening to what the discussion is here at the table, but would any of you like to participate? You just need to unmute and just join us.
We are unmuted, I think. I believe we are unmuted.
You what?
I believe we are unmuted.
Okay, good, good.
good.
Well, just jump in if you have a story or anything that you are able to, to relate to and you would like to talk to us. I see that there's chats going on, but I'm not real close to see what they say. If there's anything that you would like me to
Maybe you could read
read.
us what they say on the chats. Can you see the chats?
Oh, sure. Well, maybe. Nothing, somebody has to leave.
Okay, that's fine. I'm glad that you folks are here.
That's really neat.
I'm Maureen, And it's not exactly under generosity, but, well, no, I'd like to jump in what you were saying. Can you imagine a world where everybody was kind of working together, especially spiritual groups? The School of Theology here in Claremont has moved and it has been vacated. It's empty.
Oh,
Theology, the whole building on Foothill.
I heard about that.
Yeah, the whole campus
Yes.
is empty.
School of theology?
It will never happen because I'm sure the colleges will want to turn it into a profit-making thing. But I was dreaming, oh God, it would be so wonderful if all the congregations in the area could each have a little building, their own, right there. And we could, we could do our thing and interact and like the Interfaith Council. I wish that would be the
Yeah.
campus, and you're not hearing me at all.
I'm hearing you.
Oh, we can hear you.
I have tinnitus, so I get extra added attraction when people talk, yeah.
All right, so it would be, you were saying, oh, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could all work together and everything? I think, if we could all move up there, move our congregations all up there and have spiritual neighbors, it would be wonderful. The other thing that I experienced, I don't know that it's exactly generosity, but I left my phone in the cart at Target. And I panicked. I came home, oh gosh, where's my phone? I called it, and somebody answered from their home, and an honest couple told me their address, told me, okay, yeah, here's our address, come get your phone. So I did. And that was just like a week ago. I think I may go buy a Target gift card. They wouldn't take any money. And I think I may go buy a Target gift card and just drop it off at their house as a thank you.
That's a good idea.
There are good, honest people out there.
Can you start wrapping it up?
Pardon me?
Can you start wrapping it up so we can end the service?
Certainly, okay, yeah, we're going to end this service in just a little while. Thank you for that input, and I totally get that. I loved here when, during the schools, when the children are all learning about all the different religions and all of the different people that are out there and feeling inclusive and feeling comfortable about it. It should be a required, you would hope, kind of be a required learning experience for all educators, for all people with learned inclusivity. Anyway, it's going to be a new world. Thank you for joining in, folks. I think that they're going to...
Can we deliver this to the person?
You may, if you wish to, of course.
For you.
Oh, my God.
Oh, sweet.
Debbie, great idea. Oh, my God.
Mine has to go in the mail, so
I have so much
I'll just
writing
take
to
it and
do.
finish it.
We don't have to just make this a
What is your last name?
15-minute thing. We can do this anytime you feel the moment.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. It's green tree in German.
Oh, thank you, you guys.
When I was in high school, we future business leaders, we visited West Timber.
Oh, yeah?
And we have another Ellen, Neal, she's not here today.
It was always kind of an unusual name to have, but it turns out,
I always enjoy
one of my best friends in high school, my best friend in high school was named Ellen.
We did it,
I
and
had
they
a
loved
close friend in grad school named Ellen.
You know what? You just
And now I'm in the AAUW in Redwood,
my
because that's where I've been doing a lot of my activities, because there are like,
She was my
It's,
other Ellen, it's
it's
amazing.
an easy name.
Yeah, it's a very simple.
Were you named after somebody in your family?
No, my mother's name was Ruth Eleanor, and so she called me Ellen Ruth. So
Were you ever called Elle or Ellie?
only by my dad
older than
occasionally.
me, so
I never was called anything but Ellen.
None of my friends ever called me anything. Ellen. That's right. It's a very good name. It's all
my God, there you are.
And I'm already shortened up. I'm the little part of it.
This from Nebraska.
Going out of this.
My sister was
And my husband was.
We don't have a meeting tomorrow.
California.
He was,
outside of Fresno.
Tell me what I need to do to prepare
She
for
got
it.
sick and they sent her grandma to take care of her.
My husband
Her
died.
sister passed away.
I'm
With 4
concerned.
kids already.
But I remarried.
Grandpa married her sister.
It's a big family.
Quite a story to do it, just to be together and be in this Thank you all for participating in our generosity.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to
Thank
hear
you.
all of you
Okay, now they're
online.
gonna finish the service. It's not over yet. They're gonna do the whatever closing they need to do.
Boy, I'm going to read this. I got one. They just watched
I have one
It
too.
was right there, I guess.
I have more writing to do for sure.
It's like a Valentine.
Yeah. And like I said, this doesn't have to be just for 15 minutes, folks. We can do this anytime.
I asked for you.
Yeah, okay.
Are we going back to our seats, or what are we doing?
I think I'll just stay here with my stuff and let them finish so I can turn around and see. And then I'll go whichever direction they want to. Is this mine or somebody else's?
I didn't see pictures inside. Well, my day is made, and I got a nice Valentine from my friend.
There you go. There you go. There's even little note cards if we wanted to do notes. Those were here too.
We're going to be finishing up the service in a few minutes, so if you could please take your seats. We have another hymn and some closing words, so please take your seats. So I hope you all enjoyed those little workshops. I know it wasn't really enough time. We were trying to scramble in the art workshop, but we made this collaborative together. We started with pictures that we didn't like, and we covered it and changed the context and made a whole new piece. And this is going to go up in YRUU for coming of age class. I know the Justice Table was making really cool protest signs. I saw some of the work. Can't wait to hear all about all the other things that you guys did at coffee hour. So you can share on the patio what you discussed and what you did, and it's going to be a lot of fun. There's also going to be cupcakes for Val Pals. So, oh, light. He said, let there be light. Okay, and so now we're going to have our sending song, This Little Light of Mine, and it's going to be another video on there. Yeah, Laura, there's hand motions on this. I couldn't remember. So if you want to try and do the hand motions with it as well, please rise and sing along.
Our February hymn in motion is This Little Light of Mine. These are the hand motions. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm ready. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go,
And Laura, can you extinguish our chalice while I read the words? Both the lighting and the extinguishing words are from Love Remains the Center by Eric Hepburn. We extinguish this flame to remind us love is the center. As we explore and rest, engage and heal, love remains the center. When all we can see is cold ashes, love remains. Thank you.
And now please join us on the patio for Val Pals. Thank you. Oh, tearing, oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot the closing word. Every way, thank you. I forgot, sorry. Too many things in one day.